Okay, so for this week's assignment for the introduction, one I chose was flexible screens. That's something for tablets and for smartphones. That's something that's still very much so in development. Actually, Samsung just recently came out with their first smartphone that had a flexible screen to it that could be folded, called the Samsung Galaxy Fold. And it was initially supposed to come out, I think, last year, but they had to push it back until just recently. And again, it's still something that's being very much tested and getting all the bugs and kinks worked out of it right now. Another one that I chose is 4K televisions. Now, you do see a lot more 4K televisions than you used to, but I still think they are very, very new, and they are so much on the rise that you still see a lot of just regular HD televisions or flat panel HD televisions being sold. Another one that I chose is smart glasses, and that's something that really has not been released yet, but it's been widely known that Google and Samsung and companies like that are working on their own versions of smart glasses that can be, connected to your cell phone and things like that. Um, for growth, I chose VR headsets for one of them. Now, sorry, excuse me. You do see a lot more VR headsets than you used to. Um, I like you have the Oculus as well as the Samsung Gear VR and also the PlayStation VR. So I wouldn't say that it's so much introduction anymore at this point, but I would say that it hasn't reached its maturity stage. I feel like there's a lot more they can do with that. Um, Also for growth, I chose self checkout registers. Um, the reason that I chose that is because you're seeing them in more and more stores, so it's not quite in the introduction period anymore. But a lot of people are still trying to get used to them, and a lot of people really don't like them. But I feel like that is something that's going to become more prevalent in the future. Also, touchscreens. Now, touchscreens, have been around for a little while, but at the same time, there's still a technology that is being worked on and being developed, and you're making it better. For maturity, I chose wireless earbuds. Now, wireless earbuds have been around for a long time, so they're well out of their growth and introduction phases, and they're more of an established thing in our society right now, and especially with with the smartphones and things like that. And another one that I chose is tablets, and the reason that I chose that is pretty much everybody has a tablet. I know, some people don't, but most everybody does have a tablet at this point. So it's been something that's been in our society for a long time, and as well as smartphones at the same time. Because basically you see everybody walking around with a smartphone these days. So and it's a lot more than it used to be. Now for the decline, I chose one of them that I chose was laptops. And the reason that I say that is because more and more people are starting to use their tablets more than laptops. And even businesses, like you see the businesses walking around with the tablets, and also the ones that have the case and the keyboard together, so they could work on whatever it is they need to work on. And another one that I chose is DVD players, because you really don't see a lot of expensive DVD players anymore being sold. You see more of Blu-ray players and 4K Blu-ray players and things like that. And the last one that I chose would be PCs, because so many people are walking around with their computers in their hands, being tablets or smartphones or things like that. They really don't need PCs anymore. And really, I think a lot of people that you see using PCs are older people, or they are using it for gaming or things like that that require a lot of computer power. So those would be my choices. So just let me know what you think. You guys have a great day.